Christmas baking. So we want to touch on this subject because, like I said in the intro, it's like treats are everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
But it's not just Christmas.
No.
It's Halloween, Thanksgiving,
True.
Christmas, then New Year's.
New Year's,
then
Easter,
there's always
Valentine's
something.
Day. It's everything.
So if you're like, oh, I'll just take this part of my healthy lifestyle off and jump into treats and desserts for Christmas, then after that, there's going to be another reason not to stay healthy.
That's right. So what are some tips that you have about staying healthy?
Oh, man, just throw me under the bus.
It's okay. You can think about it and I'll talk about baking. Actually, you don't even need to be here.
I'm going to process. Welcome to the Dorothy's Morning Show.
Yeah, that's more accurate.
The D Morning Show.
Welcome to the D Morning Show. Actually, it could be the DK Morning Show.
She's got plans already. She's slowly trying to weed me out.
I'm phasing him out. So healthy baking. Let's start there. Christmas healthy baking.
Okay.
I don't even need you. Goodbye.
I'm just going to sit here. I'm just going to enjoy. What do you got?
All right, so it's no different. What I wanted to mention was that it's no different than the other times of year, that we're doing healthy baking. We have talked about, in past shows, about staying away from refined sugar, about baking without butter and oils and other things, gluten-free flours using CTP. And it's no different when it comes to the holidays. We can take one of our favorite holiday baking recipes and we can make it healthy by doing those same things. So we're already equipped with the tools that we need to make healthy baking. We just have to adjust and reset kind of our mindset that around holidays is no different. So it's continuing your healthy lifestyle even throughout the holidays.
Right. So it doesn't matter what time of year it is, as long as we're paying attention to, like, this is the lifestyle we live. That's why we preach healthy lifestyle. It's not like we're on a diet, we're on a fast. Like, this is how we live all the time, regardless of what time of year it is or what holiday there is.
And I think it's important as well to, before the holidays come, to explain that to your friends and family as well. And it doesn't have to be a serious conversation. You can just kind of tell them, I'm going to be sticking to my healthy routine throughout the holiday. And that way they're prepared, and you can even share some of your healthy baking or healthy treats with your friends and family when you visit, so you know that when you go there is something for you to have.
Yeah, and trust us when we say this, it's going to make your holiday season and lives so much easier. And we understand there's that failure aspect. We don't want to continue to say, oh, I'm on this diet or I'm trying this new thing, and then maybe you fall off or you forget about it, and then your family kind of gets tired of hearing about it. But you need to share that with them, because then doesn't seem like a secret. People really dislike secrets.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't feel like you're going behind their back, or it doesn't feel like they're being left out. So when you go to a family, if you go to a family's house for dinner and you say beforehand, I'm working towards living a healthier lifestyle, I would appreciate your support. Or maybe you don't even have to ask, tell them this is what you're doing so they know. Otherwise, they're going to have all these deep fried foods and maybe unhealthy types of snacks and treats. And when you say no thank you, as challenging as that is, then they're not going to be offended because you've told them beforehand, I'm going to pass, thank you.
Yeah, and I think it's important that it's your family. I think it's important to include them in what you're doing. Not saying that they have to do it too, but just I think it makes them feel more welcome, like they want to be a part of or in the know of what you're doing as well. And I just wanted to brag a little bit about my family, because recently when I went home for Christmas, they had made some healthy baking because they knew I was coming. So it was just the more that you talk about it and the more that you share your lifestyle with them, the more opportunities will arise where they'll want to be included as well.
Yeah, and even sometimes if it doesn't happen at first, sometimes there's resistance to change. So if something like that doesn't happen at first, that's why we need to be persistent and keep pushing forward and surround yourself with a healthy community of like-minded individuals. And eventually, if friends haven't come around at the beginning or family haven't come around at the beginning, they will or should. And if they don't, it's another tough topic, but consider who's in your close environment regardless of if they're family or not.
Yeah, so because the topic is Christmas baking, I wanted to get into a couple of, ways that we can make it refined sugar free, for example, or we can go about the holidays without the refined sugar and without all of the extra little treats and stuff. So one way is to make your own chocolate. We have a wonderful raw chocolate recipe that we can share, and then you can just bring your raw chocolate with you and say, hey, I made you something, right? And then you can share it when you're there, and that way you can kind of stay away from the candy bars. That's a good way.
Yeah.
Making your own cookies is another way. Gingerbread cookies are the best I've found that can, I guess, transition into a healthier recipe. The sugar cookies and the shortbread cookies are a bit more difficult because it's the main ingredients is butter and sugar, right?
Tough to substitute the main ingredients.
So it is tough. Those kinds of cookies are a bit tougher, but ginger snap or gingerbread cookies I found are the best to substitute for gluten-free flour without refined sugar and without oil. So it's pretty easy to do that recipe. So if you're looking for a healthier cookie, go with a gingerbread cookie.